Just in case you need a reminder of how important the market for performer is in a song, I'm here to talk about one of my favorite examples. In 1964, the Beatles were on top of the world as they spearheaded the famous British invasion, and one of the most popular albums to come out of that time was A Hard Day's Night. In it, Paul McCartney had one of the most romantic songs he ever wrote, with a little help from George Harrison's guitar playing, and I Love Her became a turning point for romantic songwriting in the 60s. And listening to this song, the romance in the lyrics, the Spanish feel of the guitar, surely there's no way anyone can make the song depressing in the slightest, right?
Is that Kennedy?
I don't think MTV would let us play that.
Well, Kurt Cobain, without being the most skilled vocalist ever, had a talent for performing that was so unique, it'll be pointless to compare him to anyone else. He, as many other musicians, was inspired by the Beatles, to the point where he even recorded a cover of the song in question. Now, this is where it gets interesting, because the result is one of the most depressing and honest performances in his discography, and it's not like he changed the melody or the lyrics at all, it's the exact same song. Of course, there's a few elements that are different, it's clearly home recorded, there's only a guitar, and the pace is a little slower, but overall it's the same song. The original version was the pinnacle of teenage romance back in the 60s, a light-hearted song that preluded a more serious and poetic approach to romance, replacing the I love you, you love me lyricism for metaphors and detail. Kurt's version, on the other hand, sounds like a broken man reading a poem he wrote to a woman who he once loved. There's a tone of grief on his voice, and the careless guitar playing only adds more to the sadness and the gloominess of the atmosphere. That's why this is such an amazing example of why performance is one of the most important elements of a song, because simply by changing the performer, you go from romantic bliss to hopeless depression. I do like the original a lot more, especially since Kurt's version is nothing more than a demo, but they both bring something completely different to the table, so let me know which is your favorite in the comment section.